field, set to go to green 30 times around here. Night number 1 of the Dirt 2 Media Deuces Wild Shootout is underway. Field going to race off into turns 1 and 2. They'll bolt to the back straightaway right now. It will be the Rising Sun Maryland driver jumping out to the early lead. Steven Snyder Jr. going to bring the green numbers around, and he's going to lead on lap number 1. Cale Drake running in second. Springer running in third. Chidamonte Hayes, that's your top 5. Race for second ongoing. In fact, they're side by side pretty much all the way back to the field from there.
Right now, that 6th spot being held by the number G5 of Gunnar Setzer back through turn number 1 and 2. Race leader is the car number 21 of Steven Snyder, but 6th place just as important as the race lead. Gunnar Setzer currently holds that spot over the number 26 of Corbin Ruschenberg.
And Prawns with the 3W mentioned he might be one that's able to march his way up through the running order, but something has gone awry on Cochran's number 3. He'll take it down into the infield. Unfortunately, his night going to come to a close as they battle it on for that 5th spot. Setzer had it for a moment. Setzer has it, trying to hold on to the position. 2 drivers coming after him. Here comes Chidamonte. Here comes Gamester. Setzer back to 6th at the line. They'll dice it up once again as they work onto the back straightaway.
Russ Gamester down on the inside trying to take 6th place away. Yellow flag comes out as Gamester was making a move. And it looks like it's Sheldon Creed in car number 74 with a problem down the backstretch. Caution flag out. The showstopper, Sheldon Creed, brings out the yellow. He's got a flat tire.
Stretch. With the slide goes Jet Hayes. He'll get by Grayson Springer. Gunnar Setzer running in that 5th spot. And now Russ Gamester, the veteran, sitting in the final transfer spot, trying to get the insurance here as they work around to the front straightaway. Inside of the G5, doesn't quite have it. .065 separating them at the start-finish line.
Couple of Indiana drivers fighting for that final transfer spot. Setzer up top, gets a little out of shape. Down on the bottom, Russ Gamester tries to power through. Meanwhile, back up front, Steven Snyder got a big challenge that time down by the Cale Drake, number 26. Drake settles back into 2nd place. Grayson Springer drove back around Jet Hayes in the 3rd.
He's going to roll back by and reclaim the 5th position. Setzer back into the top 5.
Down the backstretch, Russ Gamester still works the inside as Gunnar Setzer up on the cushion. Chase Cabry right behind the 2 of them, just looking for either one to make a mistake so he can get his way up into the top 6. And now Braden Chiamonte is going to make it a 4-pack. Caution out, 2 cars together over in turn number 1 and 2. It's Jake Nail in the car number 14. Last time by under green, Gunnar Setzer had taken that 5th place away from Gamester. Now Gamester the one exposed down the backstretch. Gamester trying to hold off Chase Cabry, who comes up around the top. Back up front for the lead. It's still Steve Snyder Jr. trying to hold off Cale Drake. Drake makes another run at Snyder. Snyder still hangs on. Coming around for 5 to go.
Still side by side for that transfer spot. Here comes Setzer on the outside, holds on to 5th. You got Gamester right there. Then you've got Cabry right there in the mix. 1 spot shy of locking it into the big show here. As at the line, it was Gamester that time back into the top 5 as a run to the back straightaway. A little bit of breathing room on the G5 there as they work into turns 3 and 4. Still right there holding on to it. They got the road blocked for Cabry to even try anything as we got less than 5 to go. In fact, it'll be 2 to go this time.
Position swapping back at 5th and 6th every time by. Now Jet Hayes with a big slide job on Grayson Springer for 3rd. Springer back to 1 and 2, returns the favor. That brings both those drivers back into that battle for 5th and 6th. 1 lap to go. Jet Hayes, Grayson Springer, Russ Gamester, Gunnar Setzer, and Chase Cabry. 5 into turn 1 and 2. 4 will make the feature.
Off into turns 3 and 4 for the final time, though. Checker flag going to drop for Steven Snyder Jr. Snyder going to grab the win for the transfer. Gamester's going to end up in the final transfer spot. Setzer nips him at the line. Springer in 4th, Hayes in 3rd, Cale Drake in 2nd.